Welcome in, everybody. We are live. Woo! There's no guest today, unfortunately. It was my fault. Scheduling issues. Things came up. We will return with our normal show next week, probably tomorrow even. Welcome in. If you're wondering about the Easter egg.
Oh no! Shit!
Oh,
no, Fresco all over the counter! Ah!
Poor Ghost just jacked up my counter.
I just jacked up the counter.
That's messed up, Ghosty.
Oh, it's so jacked up.
Okay, we're set to live chat and everything. Welcome, welcome. Not going live on TikTok just yet. Hi, welcome in, A. Good to see you. If you missed the Discord message, we're doing another Wavelength stream. I don't have a guest for tonight. It was my fault with scheduling issues. So more Wavelength. Hey, it's a break from the code names. Also, if you're wondering about the Easter egg that Ghosty was talking about, it is the fact that we now have a trailer for the lives. That when you click on the lives before like before we actually go live, if you click on the live thing, it'll play a little trailer video for you. It's pretty neat. Borgo's got it all set up. But with that being the case, I think we can just hop straight into the games. Might as well. Ghosty, you might be helping me with hints for this first one. We're going to do, for our first card, bad investment to good investment. And I'll just click go live on TikTok now as people are getting in. Okay, we are now live on all platforms, ready to just rip it into the games. With the first card being bad investment, good investment. I'm going to have you guys, possibly just Ghosty, give the hints this time around. So I'm mixing up the board. You guys are going to have to come up with hints for me. So if you're just hopping in, on the spectrum of good investment to bad investment, you guys need to come up with a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. It's a spectrum game, so if it's way on the, I don't know what side this is, but if it's way on the good investment side, you could say something like, I don't know, gold. I think that's a pretty good one. And if you think it's a way on the bad investment side, again, don't know if I'm on the right side for this example, you could say something like, what's a bad investment? Ice cream. It's a bad investment, it just melts. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Welcome in. Board Ghost, did you see the placement? You might have to help me with this one. Ooh, silver and land? Is land's not like historically the best investment to ever exist? That seems really good. You see, that's not an investment, Novazala. That's really more of a PNR than an investment. If you could ban them, Board Ghost. Bitcoin, RAM, a house. A house is also historically a very good investment. Mag 7. 7 magazines. Some lands, 2011 Bitcoin. Apple stocks in the early 2000s. Not a lot of lands, though. Okay, not huge tracts of land, just a moderate amount. This is leading me to the good investment side. I don't know what the hell a Mag 7 is. Oh?
It just never sent my messages.
Okay. Are you viewing on TikTok, by the way, as well? I think I'm going to lock in, like, here to the good investment side. A decent chunk, but, you know, it's not a lot of land. It's just a bit. Okay. All right. We take those. This was the first card of the night. Ooh, what do you think? Chat, the rule is if it's touching the 3, we count it as a 3. Do you think that's touching? Or do you think that's a 2? Very nice for the first hint of the evening. That's a 2. Okay, A. That's fair. Touching the 3, that's a 2. If Peter Griffin is saying that's a 2, I do not want to be on Peter Griffin's bad side. We're going to count that as a 2. And we'll lock in for this next card and aim for the 3. Or maybe even a 4. give them 3. I'm sorry, we're going to have to get 3 on the next card. Chat, I'm switching boards because I am going to be giving the hints to you guys this time. I'm going to think of a hint, and you guys are going to vote using these numbers here. So, let's see. Let's do, all right, this will be a controversial one to start us off, probably. So just do a baseline love to hated. So don't get this game, OMG. There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel. If you want to check that out, it does explain the game in detail. But to basically summarize it for you, it's a Spectrum game. I'm going to be mixing up this target. I'm going to show it to myself, so ignore this placement. It doesn't count. And on the scale of maxed out love being here, maxed out hated here, I would need to come up with a hint that's just a bit away from maxed out loved. So I don't know. I would say something like, dogs, because they're not as loved as puppies, but they are very loved. So ignore that placement. I'm mixing it up and getting a new one. What a wonderful time to join. Yes, it is the second card of the evening. So you are again here just as we are starting. Let's see. All right. Blue 4, the only I can see right now is what we're aiming for. I'm going to be giving you guys a hint on the spectrum of loved to hated, so you guys can place the red dial right where it needs to go. Did you see his eyes? God damn it, eh? Enough of that. All right. Hey, chat. Hey, Justa. First hint I'm going to give you of the night on the spectrum of loved to hated. I'm going to say, okay, I'm hoping this is a good hint. I'm locking in here. I'm connecting on the same wavelength with you. My hint to you is going to be McDonald's drive-thru. That is going to be your hint. Chat, how this works is I am starting up a poll. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how the vote gets counted. Okay. Oh, Borgo's fixing TikTok for us. Okay. I believe starting right now. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Okay. All right. I'll warn you, it is 1 vote per person. So once you send your vote in once, Borgo's just restarted it. You see they're all coming in now. Once you send your vote once, you don't have to send it again. It won't do anything if you send it again. It's 1 per customer. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint was McDonald's drive-thru. Let's see. It looks like, oh no, it was between 6 and that other number for first and second. All right, 7 and 13. It's between 7 and 13 right now. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Let's see. There's a wide spread of opinions on this one. Looks like 7 is winning. Ooh, tied at 15. All right. I'll give a countdown, and then after the countdown, whenever the tie is broken, get in your votes. We're going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my button's not working. That's okay. 7 was our winner. A little bit to the love side. Second place was 15 on the opposite side of the board. You guys went with 7, though. The hint was McDonald's drive-thru. And the 15 was correct. Oh no, the second place answer on the other side of the board. Unfortunate. I don't think it's that beloved, the McDonald's drive-thru. I think when somebody's thinking happy thoughts, they're not picturing themselves in McDonald's drive-thru. They're picturing themselves anywhere else, perhaps. A lot of people did have it right. Solid hint, Mark. Thank you, Hanal. How did everyone guess 15? Some people, we were just on the same wavelength. We locked in together. It wasn't happy thoughts, it was loved and hated. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of McDonald's in general, let alone their drive-thru. I hate drive-thrus. But, chat, all right, if you think Mark sold, that's fair. That's fair. We'll run a new card where you guys can give the hints so that hopefully we'll be more in tune this time around. Let's do, for our next card, all right, this is a fun one. We haven't ran this card in a while. You cooked. Hell yeah. Let's do Trust to Watch Your Baby, Do Not Trust to Watch Your Baby. This is one of our custom cards. Also, Ava sent a rose. Thank you so much, Ava. I am going to mix up the board. Haven't had Mickey D's in 15-ish years. Yeah, it's because they're not that great. All right, I'm closing my eyes. Chat, you guys are giving the hints this time around. That there's your placement. On the spectrum of trust to watch your baby, do not trust to watch your baby, you got to come up with a hint to get me to put the red dial right where it needs to go. You're picturing a little Bobby. Somebody needs to watch it. Will they be trustworthy? This is one of our custom cards I submitted in our Discord. So if you ever want to see your own custom cards pop up on stream, there's a link in our bio to our Discord where we have people leave suggestions. Let's see, teenager, sister, teen anger. Oh no. Welcome in, Gigi Gaga. Good to see ya. You, me, cousin, Selena Gomez. What's Selena Gomez been up to? Am I trusting her to watch a baby? I don't know. She was pretty cool in Wizards of Waverly Place. Neighbor. Neighbor, I'm feeling trustworthy. Cousin, teenager, teenage sister. I feel like this is trustworthy. Maybe not crazy trustworthy, but a little bit, you know? Neighbor. I like my neighbors. They're really cool. Do you guys have like a positive neighborhood community? Selena Gomez was perfect. All right. A friend of a friend who you don't know. Well, that's pushing me. Jill Biden. Jill Biden. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna say this is slightly to the trust side. I would trust my neighbor. I would trust my cousin. They're cool people. And you know what? Selena Gomez, I'm handing her the baby. Hey! Very nice. That is the 3 we were looking for. Good job. Good hints, everyone. We got there. We got there. Those were solid. Obama. Obama just barely trust him to watch the baby. You gotta keep one eye open when Jill Stein and Obama have your baby. Same placement as your neighbors and Selena Gomez. Wild. Hey, that was our best score of the night with a 3. We have not gotten a 4 yet, so that is the number to beat. Howdy, better chat. Howdy, Maz. My smart friend who doesn't want kids. That's an interesting hint. Well, hello, Mork. Hello, Ames. Good to see ya. This is so fun. Hee hee. I'm glad you're having a good time, Austin. Thank you for being here. All right, next card, I'm giving the hints. Oop, I'll close up the board. Mo Dirt with the Heart Me and Ames with the Heart Me and the Go Popular. Thank you so much. Let's do Quiet Place to Loud Place. This is a fun one. You act like no one else is spamming. Well, Bryn, even if everyone else is doing it, you shouldn't be doing it to begin with. So please, if you are in our chat, do not spam. You gotta wait like 3 seconds before giving your answer. That's all you gotta do. If you want to send your answer more than once, I don't even mind. Just wait 3 seconds. So, thank you to our mods for warning people when they're spamming. Because we don't want to have to mute people. We just need them to follow the rules. Alrighty, blue 4, the only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. On the spectrum of quiet place to loud place, I need to think of a hint to give y'all so you can put the red dial right where it needs to go. How are you? I'm doing good, Pepe. How are you? Ready for some fun wavelength? Ooh, quiet place to loud place. What am I going to say for this hint? This is an interesting one. Good, glad to hear. Quiet place to loud place. My hint to you is going to be parking lot during the day. That is going to be my hint. Parking lot during the day. Let me restart the poll for you. Oops, sorry. This will take me a moment. You don't have to give your guesses just yet. I'm resetting it. There we go. There we go. Starting right now, y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That's how the vote gets counted. Yo, and Mr. Worldwide with the heart me and the 3 roses. Thank you so much, Pitbull. Good to see you again. Hashtag followed by the number. It is 1 vote per customer. So sending it more than once doesn't do anything. It actually doesn't get counted in here at all, except for the first one you give. Parking lot during the day was your hint. Quiet place to loud place. Looks like hashtag 13 is winning right now. Hashtag 12 not too far behind. Interesting. I'm seeing an interesting spread of answers here. Hashtag 21. You might need to find a new parking lot to go to, Rainbot. That's not normal, I'm afraid. Considering I could have said, like, a volcano exploding. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending this poll shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like 12 was our winner. Just a little bit to the loud play side is what we went with. That was tough. It was tough. It was an exact mirrored placement. So you guys were on the right train of thought. You know, I think a parking lot's not that loud. I probably should have just said parking lot, but I was thinking parking lots at night, those are like dead silent. I agree with you. Thank you. I was the only one. A few people I did see had the correct answer. And like, you know, during the day it's active, people are parking, but it's really not loud by any means. People are mostly just minding their own business. Guy blasting the music with their windows rolled down. I hate to tell you, that's not normal. I don't see that every day when I park. I have parked in many parking lots, many of them quite full, and it's very rare for me to see somebody with their windows down blasting music. Also, I will mention, you guys might be seeing some names on the corner of the screen pop up here. Every time somebody follows, their name pops up and their profile picture. It's showing our latest follower. So if you want to see your name pop up on screen, do consider giving a follow. And it guarantees you catch us next time we go live. Holy moly, a lot of people just followed. Thank you all. Okay, you guys are giving the hints this time around. Let's do for our next card. All right, this is a fun one. So useless to useful. Also, star emoji sent a rose. Welcome back. Good to see ya. And Luz sent a goat. Thank you, thank you. All right, you guys are giving the hints on the spectrum of useless to useful. I always go to the parking lot in the day to meditate. I mean, honestly, yeah. I used to, when I parked at my college, I used to hang out a lot in my car in between classes because it was quiet. All right, blue 4 right there is what you are aiming for. You guys need to come up with a hint so that I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4 on the spectrum of useless to useful. You need to think of a hint. Memorize that placement. I am closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Mark is me, by the way. That's who I'm giving permission to look. Oxygen, hospital, air, your brain. These seem pretty useful. Air, money. I feel like we're not getting much anywhere without the air. Anesthesia, it's pretty useful. I'm tempted to tick it up like 1, though, because some people can thug it out, no anesthesia needed. A spoon to eat cereal, once again useful, but you could just do the pick up the bowl and sit method. I think I'm seeing enough answers that aren't maxed out to lead me to believe there's like a little bit of space. I'm not going to max out. I'm going to do like a teeny bit of space away from maxed out. I think I'm going to lock in there. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Good job, chat. You guys locked in and gave the exact answers you needed. Is that our first 4 of the night? Good job. That is a perfect 4. Our highest score possible. We did remember, as we say, to leave a foot for Tarantino. You know, just like a little foot off the top. Very nice. That's an old inside joke. I don't know if it lands anymore. I forget how that even like came to be. Don't say that around me. It happens. I'll keep Mr. Quinton's name out of my mouth. All right. It's my turn to give the hints again. Because Tarantino's number 1? No, that's not why it was. That's definitely not how it came to be. Okay, I'm giving you guys the hints this time. We haven't gotten a 4 with me giving the hints yet. So let's see if I can change that in this moment. My town is small, so the parking lots are always bumping. Let's say are bumping because those are party hangout spots. To be fair, there are some parking lots around where I am that notoriously do have like high schoolers meeting up and like showing off their cars and revving engines and whatnot. But that being said, they tend to do that in large parking lots that are way out of the way of things because they, you know, don't want to get caught. They don't want to get in trouble for like doing whatever they're doing in the middle of the night. So I do understand that perspective. Okay, I'm giving the hints this time around. Replaceable to irreplaceable. Blue 4 that only I can see is what we are aiming for. All right, closing up the board. Chat, you may look. I'm sorry to hear about your pillow. Let's see. Or a cookout parking lot. I have not done that before. Replaceable to irreplaceable. My hint to you is going to be... replaceable to irreplaceable. This is a tough one. My hint to you is going to be... Why am I blanking on this? Okay. All right. I'm going to say Friends. Friends is going to be my hint. We'll see how people interpret this. Hopefully they interpret it the way they want to. I'm starting up the poll right now. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Make sure to include the hashtag. That's how the vote gets counted. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is Friends. Also, Mr. Worldwide sent 7 slow motions. Star Emoji sent a finger heart. And Shay sent 2 finger hearts. Thank you all so much. I actually don't know. Oh, we do have the slow motion goal going tonight. So thank you, Mr. Worldwide, for being the first person to help us towards our cool snail slow motion goal. Sleep is nice, don't you know? That is fair. And Country Mozart sent "Oh dear" over on the Red app. Thank you so much, Moz. All right, get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll shortly. Your hint was Friends. You get to vote by typing hashtag followed by your answer, and it's 1 vote per person. If you send it more than once, nothing happens. So get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like 13 was our winner. 13 was our winner, and 17 was in second, it looked like. So kind of a big range there. It's one of those unfortunate things. I think a wide range of placements is valid for this. But once again, the second place answer is what we were aiming for. I think Friends are pretty irreplaceable. You can get new ones. You will get new ones, but you'll never really have the memories again that you had with the original group. I know, we were close. 13 is a valid placement, to be fair. Kelsey Weasel sent happy poop over on Red app. Thank you so much, Kels. It happens. That is 0 points. We'll get them next round. Should have said childhood or best friend. I thought that would sway it too far to the irreplaceable side. That was my worry. Also, chat, I'll mention again, you might be seeing some names pop up on the screen here in profile pics. That is showing the latest follower that we have on TikTok. So if you're not already following, and you might want to see your name pop up on screen, feel free to hit the follow button. It also helps guarantee that you catch the next time we do these lives, so you can participate more if you're having fun. Alright, you guys are giving the hint. You guys are better at giving hints than me anyway. Yo, Astrid Star sent a rose. Star emojis, helping towards the slow motion goal, sent a slow motion. Shay sent a fluffy heart, and Perfectly Imperfect sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Alright. You guys are giving the hints. Let's do for our next one. Also, thank you all so much for the follows. It really does help us out. Let's do... Hold on, let me find a good card here. Alright. This is a silly card, but we'll run this one, because I trust y'all. We're going to do movie that needs a Muppet adaptation, movie that doesn't need a Muppet adaptation. I do absolutely love this card. And welcome in, Goku. Goku 67. What a name. Good to see ya. and Mr. Penguin with the slow motion. Thank you, Mr. Penguin. All right, I'm changing the focus so that you guys can see the board better. I'm closing up my eyes, and I'm revealing the placement. On the spectrum of movie that needs a Muppet adaptation, movie that doesn't need a Muppet adaptation, blue 4, right there, is what you're aiming for. Y'all need to think of a hint to give me, so that I can put the red dial right where it needs to go. Closing up my eyes. Uh-oh, Doc is here. Welcome in, Doc. Hayden is the goat. Treasure Island. I have no idea. Valid answer. Harry Potter Avengers. So the general rule with the Muppet adaptations, right, is we replace all the characters with Muppets except for one. There's one human in it, like the Ebenezer Scrooge. Harry Potter's good. Okay. Hunger Games movie. Titanic. Harry Potter for F's sake. What do I think about Harry Potter? On one hand, I don't really want to be supporting J.K. Rowling anymore, but maybe if the Muppet Foundation, the Jim Henson people, get the money instead, I'd be okay with it. Saw. Okay, Saw needs a Muppet adaptation. Why haven't they made that yet? Hangover is funny. These are leaning me to the slightly needs a Muppet adaptation side. I don't think it's going to be crazy far over. Bro, not Saw. I think Saw would be a good one. Sleeping Beauty. I don't think they add that much to that story. I do think this is middling. I think I'm going to lock it in, like, right here. Right? A slightly to the good movie side. See how we did. Okay. All right. We take those. That is a 2. Good job, chat. Harry Potter, think about it. I was trying to think about it. All I could think of was Harry Potter Puppet Pals. It's already been done, and it was great. It was super popular on YouTube. Did you guys know about Harry Potter Puppet Pals by Neil Cicierega? Also, if you didn't know, Neil Cicierega, same guy who made Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny, is the person who made Harry Potter Puppet Pals. It's a big internet lore. Also, since I did see some people, I just let you guys know, whenever I'm setting the dial, whenever this board without the stickers is out, please do not comment placements, because it does hurt the ability to play the game a little bit. So don't say things like, oh, it's in the middle, and even don't say things like, oh, don't move it there, oh, put it back where it was. Just because, you know, I like to be able to play the game without being, like, biased by stuff like that. So, just a warning. If it happens multiple times, the mods might mute you or take worse action. So we like to avoid that. That is the rule. But if you didn't know, you didn't know. All right. I'm giving the hints this time. Potter Puppet Pals is the source material. And the ticking explodey one is not the best. I'll agree with you. I think it isn't the best, but I don't remember which one is the best. All right, let's see. I'm giving the hints this time. All right, you're chill, I'm sorry. You're good. It happens. All right, let's do for our next card. I don't like any of these. This isn't, like, generating right. Let's do invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. Puberty is one is best. I need to rewatch that one. I actually don't recall that one offhand. Love this game. I play it all the time with my siblings. Yo. This is one of our favorite games to play on stream. It is a classic. All right, I'm giving the hints to y'all this time around. Invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. Blue 4, that only I can see, is what we are aiming for. Invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. It's one of our custom cards inspired by Doc. I forget how many good ideas I used to have. Yes, Doc, who is in chat right now, suggested this card. And as a reminder, if you want to submit your own cards to see on stream, your own custom ones, there's a link in our bio to our Discord. We have a whole channel there where you can leave suggestions. All right, I need to think of a hint to give you, though, on invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. People have such different relationships. Yeah, this is a tough one. Let's see. Mark is a 20. SMH. Mods, ban that moderator. My hint to you is going to be... Okay. We need to get on like a universal wavelength here. I need to think of what other people are going to think. Let's go with... distant cousin's boyfriend. That is going to be my hint to you. Distant cousin's boyfriend. Let me restart the poll so that y'all can vote and see who's calling me. Make sure it's not important. It's probably important, but they'll leave a message. Chat, I'm starting the poll now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number is how this system works. It automatically detects the first thing you type with a hashtag and puts it on this poll. It is 1 vote per customer. So if you send in more than one answer or send it more than once, nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's not counted for anything. All you did was waste your thumb energy. So to avoid that, you only have to send your answer once. Invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. We're going with distant cousin's boyfriend. Right now, it looks like 17 is winning, with 15 close behind. Interesting. Depends, because I'm close with most of my distant relatives. Yeah, it's weird, because you have to consider, you know, how other people would think about that. And, like, how close you are to family isn't reflective of how close other people are. But get in your votes. We are going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like 17 was our winner. Okay. I biased this one a little bit too hard. This one's on me. That is so close, but that is unfortunately a miss. We're aiming for 14. I'm like, well, if I say cousin's, you know, date or cousin's boyfriend, I feel like they're usually getting invited. So maybe I'll say distant cousin, but yeah, it happens. Hey, I said 15. Some people did get it. Some of us, we were on the same wavelength here. This is a tough card because everybody has different opinions. I was thinking about saying really cool driving instructor, but I figured that wouldn't be on the target at all. I don't have much of a good gauge for these wedding cards because people don't invite me to their weddings ever. Depends on how distant a relative too. That's very fair. And Jeremy sent a happy poop on the red app. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you spending your hard-earned dollars on the happy poop on YouTube for us. Okay, let's see. Chat, you guys are giving me the hints this time. Let's do boring hobby to interesting hobby. You can come to my wedding, lol. Thank you. You'll be the first ever invite I've received. Mark is maxed out, not invite. Messed up, Shannon. Playing on my tragic backstory that none of my family members ever invited me to their weddings. It's really messed up. The excuse used to be it's a no kids wedding, but then I got older and it just turned into a no Mark wedding. One of these days, I'll receive my invite. All right, blue 4 right there is what you guys are aiming for. Our card is boring hobby to interesting hobby. This is historically a very radical card in people's opinions. Apparently, mushroom foraging, people don't think it's that interesting. I thought it was a little cool, but nope. All right, memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Mark's me, by the way. Model airplanes, chess. Oh, come on, guys. Chess, that's a little interesting, right? Painting, chess, baking. Oh, baking's so cool. There's so much science that goes into baking. Like, it's a really cool process of how people figure out recipes. Like, there are, like, actual food scientists who can go, like, in-depth explaining how the stuff works, and it's really neat. Crochet. Crochet also seems cool. Bracelet making, reading, maybe. Legos. I also meant Legos. Legos. Hobby horsing. Sleeping. Sleeping's the one pushing me to the boring hobby side. The issue is I get too interested in everything. Coin collecting. And also, yes, please do not comment placements in chat. You will be muted if that happens. You can comment placements on a different round, but not when I'm setting the dial. So no placements, please. Camping. Polo. Oh, polo's a little boring. I don't know how I feel about polo. Pickleball. Placement. I'll allow that one. You get a pass for that. Magnet fishing, couponing. I hate to fall back into my old ways, but I gotta say, no, okay. If Doc's saying couponing, that's not interesting. I can't justify couponing. Corey used to be big on couponing, or his family used to be. Sandcastles? Oh, but that's so interesting! How do they make them so big? They make them so cool. What's their process? I'm locking in here. We're gonna say a little bit boring. I'm gonna throw away my old ways of saying everything's interesting no matter what, and say these are in general a little boring. Whew, and that is points. Thank goodness. Couponing, very good hint. I think that one saved us more than anything. Chat, the rule is if it's touching the 3, we count it as a 3. Do we think that's touching? Earlier in the game it was close and we decided it wasn't. So are you going to give it to us this time? You're too base, choose a different card. Yes, yes, it's a 3. Let's go. We take those. Walter G sent a rose. Ava sent 2 roses. And Mr. Penguin sent a rose. Thank you all so much. I've done my part. Farewell till we meet again. Farewell, Doc. You've served your purpose. You helped us get there in the end. Also, welcome in Max Mayfield. Good to see you over on that red app over there. Also, I should mention, y'all might be seeing names pop up on the corner of the screen here, names and profile pics. That is displaying our most recent follower. So if you want to see your name pop up on screen, if you're not already following, please do consider giving us a follow. Because not only might you see your name on screen, but you'll get notified, or at least more likely to see next time we go live. So you'll get to keep playing along. All right. Oh, no, it's back to me giving the hints. I've been so washed these past, like, 3 hints. I'm giving myself an easy card. All right. We're not going to leave room for... Oop, forgot to change focus. We're not going to leave room for interpretation. Mark, I'm sad I don't have the Vibing Morgan emote in here. I'm sorry, Mystique. Can you say happy birthday, Ari? Happy birthday, Ari. From Ari and Kate. Hope you're having a nice day. You get 1 for free, okay? I won't do the dance monkey dance, say this thing every time, but for a special day, I'll consider. Unhealthy to healthy. Oh, I'm spinning the board this time, so you guys don't get to see it. Only I get to see it. I'm sad I don't have the Mark Fist emoji here. I can just act it out for you each time. Yo, and people in chat wishing a happy birthday too. That's sweet of y'all. Okay. Unhealthy to healthy. Blue 4 that only I can see is what we are aiming for. Unhealthy to healthy. I need to lock in because my clues have not been as good this round, but I think this is about to change. Also, the rookie girl saying hi over on Red App. Welcome in. Good to see you. He's looking at the 23 for sure, chat. Ander, SMH. Unhealthy to healthy. My hint to you. Unhealthy to healthy. My hint to you is going to be... Let's see. What do I want to say for this one? Highest number is 20. Shh, don't tell him. I'm going to say... Okay, I think I got a train of logic going. We'll see if people can follow. I'm going to say snow. How about that? Snow. Let's see if people can follow what I'm thinking here. I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag because that is how your vote gets counted. This thing right here, you can see no hands. It's counting votes automatically. It does that by detecting the hashtags and then what you write. But it's only 1 per customer. So if you send it more than once, nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. You only get the first vote. Also, Dallas sent a Bonut. Thank you so much, Dallas. What was the clue? Snow. Snow is your hint. It is a wide spread of votes. 18 was winning for a while, and then 6 just passed it. So you went from the dial being here to all the way over here. 10, the middle answer, is in second right now. Ooh, it is a split opinion on this. Okay, I see a lot of people interpreting these different ways. Get in your votes. 10's winning right now. Oh, it is going back and forth between 10 and 6. I'm going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is a tie, waiting for a tiebreaker between 10 and 6. Who's it going to be? 6 pulled ahead in the end. 6 was the winner, so close to being 10. And unfortunately, middling is what I was aiming for. I don't think you redeemed yourself this round. Yeah. Next round, Sydney. One more round. It's going to be Mark's round. I got it. A few people did. Come on, guys. The second place one was 10. We were so close. It was 1 vote away from being 3 points. My logic being, first off, it's literally water. It is just kind of water. You could think of it healthy in that regard. Or if you're outside in the snow, being outside in general is pretty healthy. Now, I did immediately, when I give the hint, consider, yes, but you drive in snow and then crash and die. So 6, I do understand where you're coming from. It's just not what I was considering when I gave the hint. Have you seen it under a microscope? Nah, that'd scare me. There better not be little creatures in it. I've been eating snow for way too long in my life to consider there being bad things in it. Guess I haven't done it in a little while since I'm now an adult, but... Alright, chat, you guys ain't giving the hints this time. Let's do, for our next card, pasta would have been better than snow. I agree, but I didn't think of pasta, which is ironic. All things considered. All right, let's do a classic bad movie, good movie. How about that? Well, I thought it was a good hint. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Also, Alan sent a slow motion, helping us towards our cool snail goal, the slow motions. I thought you were saying a snow cone or a slushie. Not what I was going for, but that actually makes a lot of sense then for 6 winning. Bro's going to think every movie is a good movie. I am much, much more picky on movies than I am interesting hobbies. I was a film major, just so you know. I know a thing or two about movies. I haven't seen all that many, but the ones I have seen, I know a thing or two about them. Alright, blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Y'all need to give me a hint so I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. I've not seen all that many movies, admittedly, so you might have to pitch a few at me until we get one that I've seen, but I was in fact a film major. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Memorize that placement. I am closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Mark's me, by the way. I always had to specify in case there's new people in here and they don't know what I'm talking about. Fast and Furious 8, A Bug's Life Trust, Sharknado, Matilda. You giving me Matilda and Sharknado on the same card placement? Alright, here's the thing. Sharknado, objectively a bad movie. Matilda, objectively, I think, a pretty darn good movie. Not Matilda. Tubi movies, Twilight. Well, both Twilight and Sharknado, and a lot of these ones you're naming, are so bad they're good. A Bug's Life, I wasn't a fan of it. The Rookie, Titanic, Home Alone 3. If you're giving me a Home Alone that's 3 into the series, that's going to be on the bad side. Pineapple Express, B-movie. B-movie is beloved as a meme, but I don't think you can call that a good movie. They're sabotaging you, lol. They might be. Emoji Movie, Hallmark movies. It's tough, because a lot of these are so bad they're good. Ghost Shark. Ghost Shark. Emoji Movie I actually hated. Finding Nemo, I did not like that. I'm not a fan of the old school animated ones. The vibe I'm getting, Shrek 1, isn't that considered like a decently good film? Oppenheimer, Iron Lung without Markiplier. Ah, come on, Iron Lung's good. Live action Lilo and Stitch. All right, I'm on the bad movie side no matter what. Nothing can change me off the bad movie side. I'm going to call it, if I'm seeing Emoji Movie, live action Lilo and Stitch, Home Alone 3, I'm going to say it's that far. It's not going to be maxed out because Bug's Life isn't that bad. I'm locked in here. Okay, all right. We take those. That is a 2. Good job, chat. We were still on the target. It was a bit more ticked up. Maybe I should have been more forgiving of A Bug's Life. Emoji Movie's too bad. I should have considered that it had Sir Patrick Stewart in it. How could it be a bad movie if Sir Patrick Stewart is playing a poop emoji? You're on the dot with so bad it's good. Yeah, I was hovering at the right answer for a while, and then I moved it too far in the end. So, it happens. Said A Bug's Life. I haven't seen A Bug's Life recently enough. Like, I was considering, I'm like, the animation's not great, but the story's fine. It's not considered a classic like some of the other old animated ones are. Let's do... Let's do for our next card. I'm giving the hint, so I really want to give a good hint for once for these. Let's do lame to badass. Also depends on your age. Lol, that is very fair. Also, and with the 3 slow motions, helping us towards the slow motion goal. Thank you, thank you. Something related to Chicken Alfredo, please. How badass do you think Chicken Alfredo is? Oh, okay. Alright, I'm spinning up the board. Hopefully I can give you a good hint this time around. Okay. Blue 4, only I can see, is what we are aiming for. So thank you, Board Ghost, for pinning the goal. Closing up the board. Redemption arc. Hopefully. Lame to badass. Lame to badass. What am I going to say? Jeremy sent a happy poop for 10 joules. Oh my goodness. Jeremy is comboing off the happy poops on the red app. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Jeremy. All right. I need to think of a hint. My hint to you on lame to badass is going to be... Y'all, he hasn't said a hint yet. I have not. Poll has not started. None of the guesses are counting towards anything right now. Lame to badass. I'm gonna say tripping square on your face in front of your crush. That's gonna be my hint to you. Tripping square on your face in front of your crush. Poll is starting right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. See how this is ticking up automatically? It does it by detecting the hashtags. So make sure to include the hashtag if you want your vote to be counted. But it's 1 per customer, so if you send it more than once, nothing's gonna happen. Tripping flat on your face in front of your crush. Also, holy moly, and with the 31 slow motions getting us to nearly halfway to the slow motion goal. Chat, I guess I should mention, last time we did the slow motion goal, I talked about if we hit it. We used to do food challenges back in the day. We did last time, bringing back the classic spicy chip, the extreme regret hot sauce that we'd do as a challenge if we complete the goal. Do you guys want to do that again? I was suffering last time we did that. I was basically crying the rest of stream. So if we want to see that again, we can set that for the goal. And Enoch Cherry sent a heart me, and A sent a rose in slow motion. No. Fair. All right, getting your votes. We're going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hashtag 2 was our winner. Hashtag 2 was our winner. Pretty darn lame. Tripping flat on your face in front of your crush. Do we finally get a decent mark hint? We did. We take those. Very nice. We're aiming for 1, but a 3 is perfectly fine. Good job, chat. Oh my goodness. The Hobbit King with the 54 slow motions, completing the goal immediately, and with the 6 slow motions. Does that mean we're doing it? Are we doing the spicy chip now? Are the hashtags coded? Yes, it's an aggregator. It's a piece of code that picks it all up. I was tripped foraging for mushrooms. Yes, I guess we have to do it. Oh boy, chat, thank you all so much for us reaching the goal. We are going back to our roots of doing classic food challenges. The Hobbit King says yes. That determines it. Let me grab my chips and such. Holy moly. This stuff is like really rough too. It's not even, because some of the hot sauces we have make up for it by being like tasty. This one you just kind of suffer with. Absolutely. Why would you do this to yourself? Because the people find it entertaining, and I respect the people's wishes. Chat, you're also about to see a horrible little quirk that I have, which is I can't really stand touching food with my fingers. So I will be eating this spicy chip via a fork. So I hope you can bear with that. We want chicken Alfredo? Oh my goodness. I'll have Board Ghost cook some up for you. Perhaps. Thank you all so much for getting us to the gift goal. Getting us to the spicy sauce challenge. Oh my goodness, am I gonna have to pick a different sauce? Is this one coming out properly? I do have another sauce that is equally as hot here. You can eat chicken Alfredo with a fork? I can in fact do that. Hold on, let me grab the other sauce that is just as hot, but at least tastes a little bit better. The ghost pepper sauce. This one at least just isn't pure suffering, but does in fact have the spice. No, seriously, how do we escalate to this point? I don't know. It happens. We got there. All right, that is a lot of hot sauce. That is a full scoop worth of hot sauce. Thank you so much for achieving the goal. Mark will do anything for the gifts. Welcome in, Momo. Great to see you. I will. And see, what's nice about this one is those first few chewing motions, I had a big smile because this sauce tastes good. But now, as the spice is catching up, the smile is fading slightly. Okay, I gotta fight through the pain for this next card. Thank you all so much for the support. All right, locking in. Get this brother some milk. I'll do water for now. I know water doesn't help. But placebo effect, it helps. So you guys just gotta not tell me that water doesn't help, right? And then I won't know, and it'll work. Like a champ. I'm holding up fine. I'm just turning a little bit red. Okay, it's all good, because you guys are giving the hints this time. I don't need to think. I can focus on powering through it. If I ever went on hot ones, I would just immediately die. I have such a low sensitivity for these things. All right. Since we just did a hot and spicy chip, let's get hot and spicy with this card. Worst place for a date, best place for date. Big blue watery eyes. Oh my goodness. Chat, hopefully we can get some good hints in here. Changing focus, opening up the board. I am going to grab milk. I am going to cower it out. Sorry, I don't want to be suffering that bad. I'm so glad Board Ghost bought milk. Or else I would have nothing. And heavy whipping cream doesn't work that well. All right, hopefully you guys got the placement. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Bro thinks sour cream is spicy too. That's Corey, that's not me. Chili's, says Morgan. I mean, the Chili's we went to, that one sucked. Restaurant, the movies, you saw seem to be kind of classic. Also, and with the 64 slow motions, Mr. Penguin with the slow motion, The Hobbit King with the Heartme, and with the 36 slow motions, holy moly! Thank you so much. Card Store, Botanical Garden. Okay, Botanical Garden, that's really good, right? Now, I do believe there's been like an awakening in the recent years of movies not being that great of a place for a date. If we're going with Chili's, that's kind of a cheap date. I don't know. That one's, it's good. It's not crazy. Movies, concert, movies. Am I being too biased by Botanical Garden? Because I think that would be a great place. Your House, Taco Bell, Five Guys. All right. This is at best middling at this point. If we're going with movies, I think it is going to be in the middle. McDonald's is good. Okay, I'm going to lock in here. Slightly to the worst side. Oh no, it was Dead Center. Those were really good hints for Dead Center. I was too biased. Hooters? That is not a middling placement. That is objectively a bad place for a date. Botanical is not that bad if you like art and nature. I hear you out. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that seems like kind of a creative, you know, kind of sweet aesthetic place to go for a date. House is middle placement. I don't know. I don't want to go into the opinions that people have on whether chilling at the house counts as a date or not. I am still suffering from the hot sauce. Yeah, I've been on a nice botanical garden date. It seems pretty chill. Okay, chat. I'm giving the hints this time. This is Redemption Rounds Part 2. Botanical gardens are pretty boring after a bit. To some extent, would you not want it to be a little boring after a bit so that you can focus on like talking with each other? I don't know. Alright, let's do Plot Twist I Saw It Coming. Different if it's got a cafe or something. Fair, yeah. I guess I didn't consider if it has a cafe attached. That would make a very big difference. Exactly, I love garden dates. Okay. I still think it was a fine hint. It's just I got a little bit too biased on that one. Chili's and Five Guys, I should have known. That's middle at best. First date should include lots of talking. That's fair. Depends on the date if you want to talk, lol. Okay, I guess I'm assuming that the other person in this date is, like, chill and reasonable. But if they also just suck, then maybe nothing's saving it. Oh my goodness, alright. Some of the color is returning to my face as I'm recovering from the hot sauce shot I did. Plot twist I saw it coming. Oh, it still says hot sauce gift goal. Or did it start again? Oh, okay. I guess it started again. I think. Board go set that up for me. I can't pin it right now. So the text on screen says that.
Oh, nice. That's right here.
Never said first date, to be fair. That is fair. Alright, plot twist I saw it coming. Started again, but I made it again. Oh, really? Oh, I did see you sent over 100. Okay. Does that mean as I'm recovering from the first one that we are just running it again? That seems fair. That seems fair. I didn't know if the poll was started at the time. But I will accept that as valid, and thank you for your support. Before I give the hint for this card, we are going to do another challenge chip. OMG, no. It's fine. I adapted. I adapted after the first one. I'm like Maharaga. The same strat never works twice. So surely I will resist this one fully. Oh my goodness. Good luck. Why? Because the people supported us. And this is how I reward the people supporting us, for those who want to see it. We are doing another hot sauce shot. I am not wimping out on the hot sauce, don't worry. Ah, cards on screen still. It is a large amount, as you can see. It's okay, you got it. Yes, thank you, Board Ghost, for catching that. Oh my goodness, this one's hard to pick up. I should have picked up the chip beforehand. Ah! Am I gonna have to touch this one with my hands? Nope, nope, we got there. Ah! Son of a bitch. Sorry, I cursed. I swore, and then ended up touching the chip anyway. I'm going to rinse my hands after this. All right, I'm not going to hold up the camera. I'm just going to go. What is that? Ghost pepper sauce. As a gift goal, we did shot of ghost pepper sauce. It tastes really good at first, but then it gets spicy. And gets really bad. Ah! I'm gonna knock over the whole freaking stage. Sorry, it's making sure this is wiped off here because the chip fell over. And thank you so much for the support. Okay, I'm doing fine. I'm doing better at that one. See, I adapted. I adapted and we're all good now. Time to go out for cussing, lol. I'm sorry. Look, I'm doing so fine right now. I completely recovered. Rinsing off my hands real quick. Okay. See, we're doing fine. We're doing completely fine. That's a little sip of milk. So you can do the hot wings. You just need time to adapt. Well, that's where they get you on hot ones, right? They keep on switching with the sauces, so you don't have time to adapt. They learned. Oh my goodness, my throat's going to be so sore. Thank you all so much for the support. Mr. Penguin, thank you for the 5 slow motions. Anyway, we're playing a game. Plot twist and saw it coming. I'll remind myself of the placement here. Okay, it's hitting me. My hint to you is going to be Mark wimping out and getting milk after the second hot sauce shot. That's going to be my hint. Haven't done it yet, but do you think it's coming, yes or no? Restarting the poll right now. Restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the answer. Hashtag followed by the number. What was the hint? Mark wimping out and getting milk after the second hot sauce shot. Jesus, how does it get so bad so far after the hot sauce? Bro, you good? No, I ain't. If you're just getting in and don't know why I look so effed up right now, I just did a big shot of hot sauce. Feels so bad. It happens. It's for the people. Welcome in, Hans. Getting your votes. Gonna be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 18 was our winner. 18 was our winner, and that's another solid mark hit. Let's go. Oh, wait, is that a 4? Hey! I think it was on 18. I think I got nudged a little bit, but it was supposed to be on 18. Good job! Hey, let's go! And yes, I am wimping out. It's so hot and spicy. Chat, we earned that 4, okay? My suffering is what brought you this. But chat, if you are enjoying my suffering and would like to see more, I assure you I suffer worse than this every day on our normal stream. If you're not already following, feel free to hit the follow button. And if you follow us on Discord, there's a link in our bio to our Discord. You'll see every time we go live on that other app where we do a different show, where I have a co-host with me, and he tortures me more than Hot Sauce ever could. Such a good clue. Yeah, I appreciate people not saying maxed out 20. They had like maybe a smidgen of faith in me. Like they knew it was gonna happen, but... Corey? Yes, it is the Corey of Legends. Okay, chat, you guys give me the hints this time. Let's do... Oh my goodness, I used to do this like all the time with the hot sauce stuff. Did I lose my edge? It's too bad to fall asleep to, good to fall asleep to. Have a good night, I gotta go after this round. Thank you for being here, Pepe. Hope you have a nice night. Your taste buds grew back. Lol, Blimby. Is Blimby in chat? Nah, Blimby doesn't watch on Wednesdays. Bad to fall asleep to, good to fall asleep to. I got my back turned. I need to pour some more mysterious liquid into this cup. Definitely not milk, definitely not wimping out here. It's totally something different. Ignore the milk you see in the background. I have not seen it. Do not worry. If I ever glimpse it, I'll just respin it. Closing up the board. Chat. Oh my goodness. Are we really 46 snails away again? Did An sent 34 more snails and Mr. Penguin sent 15? I'm going to have to turn this off after a while. George Lopez show? Oh, well that's good to wake up to. But good to fall asleep to. Thunderstorms with lots of thunder. Complete silence. Sound of a fan. Rain. Bowl of chicken Alfredo. Candy, what is this bit? What is this bit you're doing? This seems pretty maxed out. Thunderstorms, that's good to fall asleep to. Wind, George Lopez song. I'm willing to call this essentially maxed out. TV on low volume. South Park. SMP explained YouTube videos. Oh my goodness, the classics. I gotta max it out after that. I'm locked in here. Maxed out. Good to fall asleep to. Come on, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm too biased. I love thunderstorms and rain and winds and white noise. Eden with the thinker emote. How do you still have access to those? I didn't know people still had access to the emotes. Welcome in, Eden. Yeah. Okay, I was too biased by my own sleeping preferences. What is white noise? Here, I'll do my best. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like... Also, if you're just getting in and you're wondering why I'm red and tearing up, we just had to do a big hot sauce shot because we reached the gift goal. All right, what is our next card going to be? I'm giving the hints this time around. ASMR then? Some people swear by ASMR. If silence is middling, what's maxed out? That's what I'm saying. I'm giving the hints. Let's do waste of time, good use of time. What kind of hot sauce? It's the ghost pepper sauce that we do. We used to do it all the time. We used to do the hot sauce a lot, but we kind of stopped with more recent shows. I use a white noise machine. A lot of people do. It is very popular. My actual maxed out to fall asleep to is Pokemon lore explained videos. History of Pokemon in competitive battles or changes they could make to Pokemon. I love that stuff. I eat it up. Love ASMR, but only specific ones. No slurping or weird mouth noises. That's fair. All right, waste of time, good use of time. I listen to Magic the Noah videos to go to sleep. Magic the Noah? Is that a typo? Did you mean like Magic the Gathering? Or is there a Magic the Noah I don't know about? You should have had chicken Alfredo with the hot sauce. On you2. They got you2 with the bit. I just don't understand it. All right, waste of time, good use of time. My hint to you. Let's see. My hint to you is going to be... Waste of time, good use of time. I prefer Magic the Moa. What's up, favorite streamer? Yo, welcome in, BH21. Great to see you again. What have I done, lol? Waste of time, good use of time. My hint to you is going to be... All right, I'm going to go with an interesting one. Let's go with fidgeting. Fidgeting is going to be my hint to you. Let me restart the poll so y'all can start voting. All right, poll has been restarted. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Fidgeting was your hint. Waste of time, good use of time. Make sure to include the hashtag when you vote. That is how your vote gets counted. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Fidgeting was the hint. Gosh, my nose is running after doing the hot sauce, too. Absolute suffering. Absolute suffering, that is what we're here for. Get in your votes, chat. We're going to be ending the poll shortly. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll end it there with a 7. 7 was your hint, or was your placement. Okay, you were close. Usually if I'm fidgeting, I'm doing it kind of to waste time. Like, you know, I'm bored by something, so I start fidgeting to kill time. It doesn't, like, accomplish anything besides, like, stabling my mind a little bit. So that was kind of my logic. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll accept a maybe on that. We're not in cahoots. I'm sorry. People have different opinions on this. You know, like I'm not getting something done by fidgeting. I'm just kind of stabilizing myself while doing something else or in order to kill time. I don't fidget to waste time. It helps me focus, but it depends on the person. That's fair. Like, I'll do it to help me focus too, but like at the same time, if I was capable of not fidgeting, you know, I would be able to accomplish the same thing. I don't know. It could have been a mark throw. Let's see. My next card, you guys are giving it this time. Driving would have been perfect. I don't know. Driving, I think, is a pretty good use of time if you need to get to a place. It is much more effective than horse and buggy. All right, chat, you guys are giving the hints this round. Bad for you, good for you. Closing up my eyes, blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. On the spectrum of bad for you, good for you, y'all need to come with a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Bad for you, good for you. Closing up the board, mark you may look. Olivia Rodrigo. She's out to get me. She's gonna slaughter me. That's maxed out bad for you. Chicken? What are they doing with that Alfredo? A little suspicious. Flavored water. Okay, now we're getting hints that sound more middling, right? Sunscreen. Sunscreen's definitely on the good for you side. Working out 7 days a week for 2 hours a day. It's too much. You gotta let your body rest. Dat butt. Ma, it's not a helpful hint. Fruit, healthcare, vitamins. Where the hell is this placement? You guys are giving me nonsense. Some of the hints are like objectively bad for you, and the others are like fruit and water. Salad with some cheese. Salad with a little cheddar. That's good for you. Sleep. Oh my goodness. Plain water. All right, let's go out on a limb here. I think I've seen some good things named. I've seen some bad things named. It's tend to be leaning more good than not. You're naming generically good things that aren't like wow factors. You know, it's not the Fountain of Youth or anything like that. It's not, you know, Wolverine's healing factor. It's sunscreen. It's good, but it's not crazy. So I'm going to lock in there. Actually, I'm ticking it a little bit more. I can't with some of these hints. I'm ticking it a little bit further. Oh, and it was not far enough. Holy moly, that is a 2. We got there. We got there in the end. I was very confused by the hints. Mark punch emoji. We were close. Yeah, honestly, super fair placement for sunscreen. I'll give it to you. That was a damn good hint. I joined the Discord. Yo, welcome in, An. So glad you joined. We have a community there, which is really awesome. They're very active. And like I mentioned, we do custom cards that you see pop up on stream from time to time. The only way to submit a card is to join the Discord. So link in our bio if you want to have your own. Let's do for our next one. I'm giving the hints this time. Let's do helpful information to useless information. Do you always be playing this game, or do you switch it up sometimes? So we do switch it up from time to time, but if you're seeing us on TikTok, it's most likely we're going to be playing this, at least for a little while. We'll be switching up here and there. If you want to see us do different games, like Codenames, or Headbands, or even like video games on our personal streams, in our Discord, you'll get notified when people go live. Our main account is actually the Purple App one. We kind of do this just to find new people in the community and because we enjoy playing this game with y'all. But really, our main show is on that Purple App you all know the name of. So there's a link in our bio if you want to see us play different games there. It is a really good show, and you get to meet all my friends who join us on the show, the other board gamers. Oh, I'm spinning the board. D&D. Oh yeah, we did D&D character creation yesterday. So yeah, my co-host, Corey, is running a series of D&D one-shots for us, which is super cool. We did character creation last night on his stream. So if that's something that interests you, watching us do D&D one-shots, which Corey always has very creative takes on, you know, Discord's the best place to get notified about all that stuff. Do you all play Magic? Not on stream, but I absolutely do play Magic. We haven't played it on stream before. I'm a huge fan of Commander. I've been playing it for nearly a decade now. I've been playing Magic for a decade. I've been playing Commander for like 5 years. My top deck for Commander is Trustanti, Voice of Reason? Trustanti something, the life gain one. All right, it's enough Magic talk. Helpful information, useless information. Just got a new deck, just started in the past few months. Yo, glad to hear. What kind of deck did you get? Okay, I'm going to chime in on this real quick before I give the hint. I did see Matt's comment saying that sunscreen was bad for you. And initially I thought, yeah, well, you know, that kind of makes sense. I think there's some like aluminum and like some bad metals in sunscreen. I could see maybe there are some sunscreens that are bad for you. I'm not positive or anything. But then I saw them clarifying, saying skin cancer from the sun is a myth. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. Yeah, no, you can do your own research into that, but I'd still recommend the sunscreen if that's the reasoning. Helpful information, useless information. The hint I'm going to give you is going to be... It must not be Ginger. Per app. All right. Helpful information, useless information. The hint I'm going to give you is going to be Let's go with how to locate Orion's Belt. Orion's Belt is a star constellation. That is going to be your hint. Hold on, let me restart the poll. Restarting the poll so that y'all can start voting. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is how to find Orion's Belt. It is a star constellation. It is 3 stars in a row that do, in fact, point to the North Star. I'm not misquoting that, right, Board Ghost? Is it Orion that gets you there? Okay. I'll stick with what I said. I'll stick with what I said regardless. I might be lying to you, but it is 3 stars in a line in the sky that I believe helps point towards the Northern Star. Hashtag 11.5. Big Dipper points to the North Star. All right, I'm changing my answer to Big Dipper. If that affects the votes at all. Sorry, the only constellation I can think of is the Southern Cross because of that JJK episode. The galaxy is on Orion's Belt. Interesting. Getting your votes, how to locate the Big Dipper in the sky. We're going to be ending that poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oop, hit the wrong button. Putting down that poll, 14 was our winner, correct? It was on 14? Let me check. Yeah, 14. Okay. All right, we were very close. It was middling, slightly useless. Slightly useless. I was going to say how to find the North Star, but then I'm like, the North Star is hyped up so much that people aren't going to consider, oh, in the modern day, it's basically useless because we have GPS and, nobody really needs it anymore. They're going to be thinking, well, it's useful if you're out in the woods and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, let's do one removed. Let's do a constellation that helps you find the North Star. Thing is, North Star is so easy to see. Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's another mark throw. What can we say? Alrighty. Endless Punishment is the new deck. I forgot what it was technically called. Oh, okay, cool. I actually haven't heard of that one. Sounds like red-black, probably. I'll look it up later. So constellation just throws a different way, lol. Yeah. Red flag on the board gamers. Come on, Hayden. Also, I should mention, if you guys are enjoying the content, if you're not currently following, please do consider giving us a follow. It's the only way to guarantee that you guys will see us next time we go live, because we'll show up kind of on your feed. So if you're not already following, please do consider. It helps us out. We're going to need a map to get there, don't need a map to get there. And Mr. Penguin with the 3 slow motions, low with the rose, and Mr. Penguin with let him cook. Thank you, thank you. You need to stop thinking so literally. What's your name? My name is Mark. Are you a teacher? I am not. I am not. But I've been told that I look like a history teacher. It's so funny to me because you never saw my chicken Alfredo explanation. You gave an explanation, I missed it. Send it again. But not when I have my eyes closed, okay? I'm closing my eyes, so don't send it right now. Send it when I open them. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Card is need a map to get there, don't need a map to get there. We had the Northern Star on the minds, so I was thinking locations. Locations, navigation, cartography, startography. That's what you call when you map out the stars. I'm lying to you, that's not what it's called. Alright, closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Mark is me, by the way. I made it for dinner, LMAO. Okay, I caught it. I caught it. You made it for dinner. I get it. San Francisco. Local grocer. Local McDonald's. Could I get to San Fran without a map? No, I would die. Because I live in Detroit. Finding Orion's Belt. Do I need a map to find it? Family's house, local post office. Ooh, that's a creative one. I'm going to say you don't need a map to get there. I could get to my local post office, but I might be a little hesitant. You know, I might need a refresher from time to time. Local park. Oh, I would definitely use a map to get there. But, well, depends on the park. If it's close enough, I definitely don't need a map to get there. I'm going to say specific restaurant in the next town over. School of your kid. I don't need a map to get there because I'm leaving them. Also, please do not spam your answer. You only have to say it once. Chat's not even moving that fast right now. If you say it once, I'll see it. The general rule of thumb is wait 3 seconds before leaving your hints, or the mods might mute you. The North Pole, just go up, silly. I'll take it up a little bit. I'm going to lock in right there. I ticked it up a little bit too far. I think that is a 3. That is not touching the 4. Oh my goodness, very close, but good hints. Good hints. I really liked Post Office and Local Park. Those were solid. We got there in the end. Nearby city. I always use my map to get to Detroit. I don't know. But I could get there without it. Like, I know I could. It's just force of habit. If I'm going further into the city, I use my map. Okay, let's do for our next card here. Let's do good place for camping, bad place for camping. You changed it last second. I did. And I regret it. It was a mistake. Mark Punch emote. Welcome in, Dallas, by the way. Well, you're here before, right? All right, I'm giving the hints this time. Don't worry, it's going to be a good hint this time. It's not going to be a Mark throw. Okay. Blue 4 that only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. Alrighty. Closing up the board. Chat, you may look. Good place for camping, bad place for camping. Any place with bears or cougars is a bad place for camping. Depends on which type you're talking about. But with that being said, good place for camping, bad place for camping. My hint to you is going to be... OMG. You real for that, Mark. All right, let me think of a good hint. I'm going to say inside Home Depot. That is my hint to you. I'm going to be restarting the poll now. Don't vote just yet. All right, poll's been restarted. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Your hint was inside of a Home Depot. Are we speaking safety or for fun? Well, Freak Bob, you can consider it in any direction you want. It doesn't specify on the card, so you could consider safety as a factor, or you could solely consider fun as a factor, if that's how you think of it. It's about being on the same wavelength. So, inside of a Home Depot was your answer. Is that a good place for camping or a bad place for camping? The old Scouts of America troop, they're packing it up. They're marching into Home Depot. Is it about to be a good time for them? Get in your answers. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. And just so you know, 1 vote per person. So it's hashtag followed by the number. It is an automatic aggregator that picks up the hashtags. It is a very close vote right now. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this. It's a tie between 14 and 17. Oh my goodness, this is going back and forth. Get in your votes, chat. I'm gonna be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hashtag 17 was our winner. Hashtag 17. Okay, let's see how we did. Hey, that's on the board. We take those. Not bad at all. That is a 2. You know, it's a pretty bad place for camping, all things considered, but it's not the worst. You're not gonna die. They do have bathrooms. Hashtag home heapot. SMH. Finally, a mark hint or we're back on the target. I'm so happy to see it. We needed one of those. Closer than I thought, lol. They have handy tools if you know how to use them. And lumber. You can build your own house before they kick you out and arrest you for damaging all their lumber and tools. Alright, let's do for our next card. Let's do hard to remember, easy to remember. I haven't ran this one in a while. I forget why. I got to go to Chicken Alfredo Depot. Alright. Reminds you of the movie Rooftop Man? Lol. I have not seen that one. It's about somebody camping in a Home Depot. Alright, chat. You guys are giving the hints this time around. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Hint was easy to remember, hard to remember. Y'all need to think of a hint so I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Your birth certificate. Days of the week. Ooh. I'd be forgetting where my birth certificate is. But, you know, if I was more competent, I probably shouldn't. Name, sibling's birthday. Well, I know my sibling's birthday, but theirs is easy to remember. I only have one. Borgos, do you know your sibling's birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't a confident yeah, but... what you wore last week? This seems... The name of someone you just met... Okay, this seems like it's on the hard to remember side, but plenty of people do remember these things. Plenty of people know where their birth certificate is. Plenty of people know what day of the week it is. Lots of people know the words to the national anthem. That's a little mandatory. Pi? How many digits? All of it? That's impossible to remember. You only have to give your answer once. I will see it. What you had for dinner last night? Okay, I'm going to tick it up a little bit for that. Because, like, I can remember that. That's fine. I say it's a little bit hard to remember. And I think I'm going to lock in there. 7 digits of pi. All right. 3.141592. Were those all correct? 6.2? Okay, I may have gotten it wrong there, which invalidates my point. Okay, all right. We take those. That is a 3. Good job, chat. Also, whenever I am setting the dial, please do not comment things like, oh, push it to the middle, or, oh, keep it there, just because it does hurt my ability to play the game fairly. So, if you didn't know, you didn't know, but please do not comment those things whenever I'm setting the dial. Just got here, so I'm playing too. Welcome in, KT Bug. Great to see you. Move it up. SMH, Mr. Penguin. Don't be doing that. Okay. Appreciate it. Alrighty. I'm giving the hints again this time. Let's do... Alright, this is a funny one. Love this live? Yo, thank you, Sirloin. Appreciate you being here. If you guys are having fun and you're not already following, please do consider giving us a follow. It really does help with the channel, lets us keep making this content for you, and gives you the best odds of actually catching them next time we're live. So if you're not already following. Alright. I am giving the hints during this round. Let's see. Blue 4 right there, the only I can see is what we're aiming for. Useless in a fight. Useful in a fight to useless in a fight. Swinging the board around. Chat, you may look. Let's go with, for my hint, useful in a fight, useless in a fight. I'm going to say, let's see. Useless in a fight, useful in a fight. My hint to you is going to be, let's go with one screw, one metal screw That is going to be your hint. I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint was a single screw. What is it? 3.141592. Okay, it was 92. 9265. Okay, I think I had it right, Board Ghost. It's been a little while. How long is the singular screw? You have to make that determination on your own. I didn't specify, so you're only allowed to work with the hints I have given. Your hint is one screw, useless in a fight, useful in a fight. Interesting. We're getting a wide range of placements here. It looks like hashtag 18 is winning by a good bit right now. It is 1 vote per person, just to warn you. So after you send your first hashtag, nothing else from there is counted. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 18 was our winner. Wood screw or machine screw? I don't know enough about screws to even know what a wood screw is, so we're going to go with machine screw. 18! Pretty far useless is what you all went with. No, I was aiming for more middling. You know, useless, but middling. It's like maybe if I grip the screw just right, I get some scratches in or something. Maybe I could throw it at him real hard. I mean, it's going to be useless, but like maybe if I'm lucky, I could be driving this thing into him. I knew it. I was on the dot. Some people did have it. Yeah, you can shove it in the eye. Yeah, if you're nimble enough, you can get in their eye. It was a good hint. Thank you, Ida. I appreciate it. It was ultimately a miss, though, so we will have to switch boards. You need 2 screws, minimum. Minimum. If you're showing up to the fight with less than 2 screws, just go home. Fella, you're bringing 1 screw to a 2-screw fight. All right. You guys are giving the hints this time. All right, this is a funny card considering what we did earlier this stream. This is fun, thanks. Yo, glad you're having a good time. Couldn't handle the spice, could handle the spice. Custom card from, who sent this one? Oh, Buff Garfield. Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Couldn't handle the spice, could handle the spice. You. Unfortunately, based off earlier this stream, me is kind of over on the couldn't handle side. I was suffering. But you guys are giving the hints this time. Let me change the focus so you guys can see the board. I'm closing up my eyes. Chat, that is your placement right there. Couldn't handle the spice, could handle the spice. Y'all need to think of a hint to give me, to get me to put the red dial right into that blue 4. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. A cow. That's a creative hint. Regular person. Is a cow going to be affected by spice? Can cows, like, are they affected by capsaicin? Ice Spice, but no wig. Ooh, I feel like they're locked in if they don't have a wig. Queso dip. How does the queso dip handle the spice? A cat. Bob Marley. A ginger person. Okay, they're not handling the spice. Louisiana grandma. How do I factor in Louisiana into that hint? I'm not going with CK. Couldn't handle the spice. Space King. Not Ginger. David Beckham. My dad. Martin Luther. Louisiana grandma is actually good. Okay. Louisiana grandma, I think they're going to be pretty tough. I think they can handle the spice. Now, in their old age, they might be faltering a little bit with how much they can handle it, you know? But I think the average Louisiana grandma is going to tick me over to the other side. Can eat a bottle of hot sauce, no milk. That's not really a hint for this card, though. Someone with COVID. Ooh, they can handle it because they can't be tasting it. Okay. I think I'm going to put it like right there. Just a little bit to the the could handle side. Y'all convinced me. Hey, okay. Not bad. That is a 3. It is not the 4 we were looking for, but it is very close. Good job. I think I'm misunderstanding the prompt. Yeah, so it's like, it's a person is what we're trying to name, or a creature, that if they ate something spicy, could they handle it or couldn't they? So when I ate the hot sauce earlier, I couldn't handle it. But someone like, I don't know, Gordon Ramsay or Louisiana Grandma, they're handling it a bit better. Louisiana Grandma for the win. Indeed, it did get me there. Good job, chat. All right. Let's see. Flipping the board. I'm giving the hints during this round. Let's do for our next card. Let's do feels bad, feels good. Gotta go. This has been really fun, y'all. I'll be back. Lol. Hashtag chicken Alfredo. Enjoy the chicken Alfredo candy. Glad you were able to be here. Glad you had a good time. Hope to see you again. I should sleep, but I love this. Do what you deem is best. I will not weigh in on what is best for your sleep schedule. But I appreciate you being here. I'll let you know we're not going too much longer tonight. So eventually you'll be able to sleep on your own. All right. Blue 4, the only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. Feels bad to feels good. Why does the blue look different on that card? It looks like more vibrant of a blue than usual. What time is it where you are? It is 5:40 here in Detroit. All right. Feels bad, feels good. I need to think of a hint. All right. Feels bad, feels good. My hint to you is going to be... My hint to you is going to be scoring a hoop in basketball. That's going to be my hint. Feels bad, feels good. The rare Mark Sports hint. We're going with scoring a goal, or scoring a hoop in basketball. I'm starting up that poll. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is scoring a hoop in basketball. What do we think? Assuming it's 1 or 2 points, or maybe even a 3-pointer. You got to consider all the factors. Maybe it's the rare 4-pointer. Is that a thing in basketball? If you shoot from someone else's court? Get in your votes, chat. Your hint was scoring a hoop in basketball. It is hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. Is this in the NBA or am I at the YMCA? It's a good question. I think both can be rewarding. No, it's not. Well, it should be. If I was in charge, that's how it'd be. Also, you only have to send in your vote once. It only gets counted once. If you send it more than once, all you're doing is wasting thumb efforts. Get in your votes. You're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hashtag 16 was our winner. Let's change focus over there. Hashtag 16. Not bad. Not bad at all. That is 2 3s in a row. It is a Mark hint comeback. You guys are finally understanding what my hints mean. Good job. Are we playing horse? You could be. You could be at the YMCA. You could be at the NBA. You know, it's a back and forth because you think that if it's in the NBA, that's going to feel better to score the goal. But I think because they score goals so often, that maybe just becomes a wash for them. Does LeBron even feel anything anymore when he scores a 2-pointer? It's one of those thinkers. Well, close enough. Yes, good job. Good job getting it right. A lot of people were very close with that one. We finally had some good Mark hints so that it wasn't way off. Okay. I hate this card. I really do hate running this card, but the people like it, so we're gonna run it. Alien technology to Earthling shite. Custom card by, who's this one from? Whose fault is this? Can't even see it on my end. Eek. Oh, by Jen. Sexy Pokemon? No. Haven't run that one yet. Alien technology to Earthling shite. Mr. Penguin is a reference to another card that is in this deck. Not even a custom card. It came standard with the game, which is sexy Pokemon to unsexy Pokemon. If you buy a game of Wavelength off the shelves, it will come with that card in the deck. And I like to avoid that one for obvious reasons. Blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. Memorize that placement. Chat, I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. WTF. That's what I said. I don't get it. Haha. Fair. Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. Is that doing anything against my UFO? Stonehenge? Okay. Okay, so you're saying that the government worked with Lockheed Martin to develop the F-22 Raptor, and aliens helped assemble Stonehenge. I think that's the logic we're going with here. Pyramid? I hate pyramid as an answer. When it's in the middle, people go pyramid. But then when it's over here, people say pyramid. When it's here, people go pyramid. Sorry, this is why I'm biased against this card. UFO, Helen Keller. I don't think that's alien technology. I think it's just a person. A BMW with a check engine light off. Ooh, that's how you detect that they're the alien. You check their BMW, and the check engine light's off, you know they're not of this world. World War II Bell. Oh no! Oh, the bells. I don't want to talk about the Bell theories. Okay, this is on the alien technology side, but I don't know how far. I think I'm going to move it pretty far over. I think I'm going to lock in there. Let's see how we did. It was just barely to the alien technology side. Okay. All right. I can see it. I repeat, monopod. If I saw monopod, I would have put it differently, but I didn't see that one. SMH. All right. We had a good streak going, but that is unfortunately going to be a miss. Also, chat, I should mention, you may occasionally see people's names popping up over here. What we're doing is every time somebody follows, their name and profile pic pops up on stream for a moment. So if you're not already following, you want to see your name pop up, do consider giving a follow. It helps out the channel as well. And I'm giving you guys a hint this time. Why do you keep switching the boards? Good question. So, every time chat is giving hints, we run this board. Every time I'm giving hints, we run this board. Why is that the case? Well, you guys vote on where to set the dial using these numbers. So these numbers are necessary. But when I'm setting the dial, the reason I use this board instead is so that people can't annoyingly go, it's on 6, it's on 6, put it on 6, it's on 6. Because that annoys me, and people did it a lot. So we had to get a new board. And that is the answer. All right. Let's see what card we are doing next. Modern problems require modern solutions. Exactly. Let's do belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. F-22 Raptor was a good one because it's crazy the things they can do. That is fair. But it is objectively Lockheed Martin type sheet. All right. I'm giving the hints this time. You guys can decide where the dial goes. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Card is belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. How do we know they haven't pulled the aliens to work at Lockheed Martin? That is a good point. All right, belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. Let's see. This is a thinker. This is an interesting one. I'm going to go with. I have a hint, but I think it's too much of a thinker, so I don't think I want to go with that one. My hint is going to be belongs in nature, doesn't belong in nature. Let's go with. This is such a tough one. All right, whatever, I'll go with it. And if it's a miss, it's a miss. I'm going to go with fire. Fire is your hint. I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is fire. Make sure to include the hashtag when you vote. That's how the vote gets counted. I think everyone in here knows that right now, but I like to repeat it just in case. This is a thinker. It is. Get in your votes. Doc with the thinker emotes. Amazing. Amazing that you still have access to those. Hashtag followed by the answer. Your hint was fire. Belongs in nature. Doesn't belong in nature. Mr. Penguin sent a rose. Thank you, thank you. Get in your votes, chat, and you only have to send it once. Once you send it the first time, it is counted, and it does not change from there. See, it's definitely a thinker. It is. There's a wide range. We're between 8 and 12 right now. So get in your votes. I'm going to be ending this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll wait for a tiebreaker between hashtag 8 and hashtag 12. I will wait for a tiebreaker. This is a question. What type of video games do you play? Mostly mobile games. I'll be so for real. I play a lot of Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG Pocket. I used to play Duel Links and Marvel Snap a lot. 12 was our winner. Video game-wise, like on a console, I do quite enjoy No Man's Sky and Legends of Zelda. No, it was a 6. Belongs in nature. Forest fires are, in fact, a necessary part of ecological growth. It is actually quite harmful sometimes when humans prevent natural forest fires from occurring because it builds up too much undergrowth and just general foliage that makes the fires, when they come back, way too much. So it is absolutely necessary to have in nature as part of nature's cycle. But, you know, humans probably shouldn't be bringing too much of it in. They are very beneficial. Yes, they are. Literally one of the natural elements. Yeah. Please don't mention Marvel Snap. Still haven't recovered channel points from that disaster. I'm so sorry, Doc. And Mr. Penguin with the 10 slow motions and the 9 roses. Thank you so much, Mr. Penguin. Oh, sorry, almost changed the focus in the wrong direction. All right. Let's do a handful more cards. I guess 1 or 2 more. Let's do, for you guys giving the hints next. Oh, this one's fun. We could do better with age, worse with age. Custom card from Country Mozart. And also, I'll mention again, we have a Discord. There's a link in our bio where people submit their custom cards to have on screen. It has their name on it, and you know, we add it in with the cool animation. So if you ever want to see your own custom cards be added, the link is in our bio. Is this unlike someone or something with age? You can interpret it either way, right? You can name a TV show that gets better or worse when you're watching it older or young, or you could name something like, I don't know, a cheese or a wine. It's really however you choose to interpret it. All right, change in focus so that you can see, opening up the board. Chat, you may look, and you can start thinking of some hints to give me, to get me to put the red dial right onto the blue 4. Respin? Ah! We have a Discord, says Doc. Yes, Doc, we do. All right, Board Ghost corrected it for me. Is it on screen this time? Okay. Probably, says Board Ghost. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Y'all need to give me a hint on the spectrum of better with age, worse with age, to get me to put the red dial right where it needs to go. Memorize that placement. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Responsible. I know it's supposed to say respin, but I like it being responsible. Aggressor. Better with age. I would say aggressor is definitely better with age. Because you don't appreciate it as a child. But then when you grow up and have no more dresser and you need one, you're like, man, I wish I had one of those. Friends. Better with age, worse with age. I don't know. Are people cooler now that I'm older? I guess so. But people's like best friend memories tend to be in like high school, college era, I feel. Friends from kid to teenager. Okay, well, in that case, it is definitely better with age. Muscles, like this kind or the eating kind. Pizza, dancing, vision. Vision's pretty objectively worse with age. Like eyesight? A steel beam? How does a steel beam age? That feels very, very middling. Pokemon cards, bones. Worse with age. MCU, worse with age. Oh my goodness, is it really on the worse for age side? Dancing, that feels very middling. Because you appreciate it more when you're older, but you're more youthful and energetic when you're younger. Vision is worth its age, but hindsight is 20/20. Don't know the position of the board. All right, you know what? I'm just going to say dead center. I've been scared of going dead center all game. I think I'm just going to go for it. I think you gave a lot of hints that are better with age, a lot of hints that are good with age. I think the only thing left is say dead center. Whoa! Oh my goodness. So close. That is a fraction off the 4. Good answers, chat. Steel beam is spot on. Honestly, yeah, that was a really good hint. Steel beam did help get us there. W Board Ghost. It was a tough one. That is fair. Alrighty, switching out the boards. I am giving the hint this time around. Let's see. Let's do for our next one. Let's do red flag, green flag. When I said Friends, I meant the TV show. Ah. Yep, I did not clock that at all. Went completely over my head. I'm sorry, T-Mac. All right, red flag to green flag is going to be our card. I'm giving the hints this time around. Red flag to green flag. Ooh. Okay. All right. What am I going to say for this one? Red flag to green flag. Let's, you know what? Let's just make this one simple. I'm going to say literally Hitler. I'm going to say they're quite literally the mustache man. They're not a metaphor or anything. They're straight up that guy. Starting the poll right now, y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. It seems like it's a pretty landslide vote. Pretty landslide towards the 0. I'll give it a second, but it seems pretty unanimous here. All right, I'll call it there. We're closing up the poll. We're going to call that a maxed out red flag. And that is correct. Let's go. Very nice. I swear it better be 0. It is. Don't worry. It is not ticked up at all. It is no mark logic. What was the hint again? I'm sorry, I can't repeat it. Just picture the most red flag thing you can imagine. All right, let's move on from that card. We'll do a different one. Okay. Let's go normal thing to own, weird thing to own. This is a fun one. I swear it better be on the 0. It was, don't worry. Oh, sorry, I read that twice. But it happens. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. I'm closing up my eyes. Chat, you may look. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. On the spectrum of normal thing to own, weird thing to own. Y'all need to think of a hint to give me so I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Let's see. Air fryer. Does this guy even have any friends? Look, Dallas, I couldn't schedule someone for tonight. It happens. In theory, I think we should be back with our normal show tomorrow. Lunchbox. In-time soap. I don't know what that is. A tux. Silicone wedding ring. Ooh, I don't like that. Walk-in wardrobe. Is that normal? A BMW. Lunchbox feels like a pretty normal thing to own. Soda feels like a pretty normal thing to own. But a walk-in wardrobe, like, it's not strange to see, but it's not common for me to see because most of my friends can't afford that. I don't know. Seems like a rich people thing. But I guess it's relatively normal. It's not like I'm surprised if I see a house with a walk-in closet. Chocolate milk, deviled egg plate. Now we're talking. Wall clock, Rolex. Wait, hold on. What did you screenshot for the future? Whatever Haas said. Lunchbox? Clearly I'm missing some context here. Let's see. A cat. Okay, I'm going to say this is slightly to the normal thing to own side. I'm going to lock in here. Oh, accidentally said 20. Yeah, sorry about that, Haas. Unfortunate. Hey, let's go. That is a 3. Good job, chat. She mixed up sides of the board, which I almost did too, just didn't send it. Whew. Good save, Doc, and unfortunate. Sorry, Haas. Well, chat, I think I am going to be wrapping it up here for the night. Thank you all so much for being here. It was a good time. Got to see classic Mark suffering with the hot sauce. And yeah, I didn't do too bad with the games. I thought we did fine. Just to mention, while we're here, we are doing our Patreon live stream this Saturday. It's going to be a very special one because it's the last Patreon live stream we're doing before I leave for my big film festival. I'm going to South by Southwest as a creator for a short film, which is like really, really awesome. And because it's a special stream, we're going to do something that we don't normally do, which is show some of Mark's old works. Wow. We're going to show things that I worked on as director, things that I worked on just as a crew member. We'll show things that that possibly I might want to show some of the things that inspired the things that we made. Good for you. Thank you, T-Mac. W. Mork. Haas is good. We vetted Haas enough. We know it was an honest mistake. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So that's going to be this Saturday. If you want to check it out, if you're not following us on Patreon, there is also a link to that in our bio. It's going to be really neat. And obviously, we cannot show any of the film that I'm going to the festival for because it's still in a festival run. You can't show that. It would disqualify us. You know, it'd be pretty bad. But we can show the trailer we have for it. So you will get to see some of that. You'll get a general vibe of what the film is going to be like. Yay, show and tell. It's going to be a fun one. We made you sit through Minecraft parkour and a lot of Minecraft content in general, our last Patreon stream. So we figured this time around, we're going to do something special. I'm excited to see Mark's work. I'm excited to show it. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what your guys' expectations are going to be for these things. And I'll admit, like, not all of it's worthy of going to South by Southwest. Some of these things we show are going to be real old skits that we did for a literal budget of $0 that we shot in a day. Some of the stuff's going to be that, and hopefully those will be funny, at least, and entertaining. But yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. Some of the stuff is going to be better works that we made, that we spent a lot of money on and time and had coordinated groups doing. Some of them had groups of crews of like 50 to 70 people, depending on the project.
About 120 in the credits of our thesis.
Okay, 120 people coordinating together is going to be one of them. Yeah, 50 to 60 on set a day. Cock stained glass bit, set the bar high. I don't know. Have we ever been funnier than that bit? As long as it's before WWE at 7 p.m., I'm down. Oh, T-Mac, we're starting at 6. Are you on the same time zone as us? Open that pack, please, Mark. But it's so pristine. I can't open it. I'm sorry. I can't open new things until I've run out of the old things. Okay. All right. So you're on East Coast. You'll catch an hour of the Patreon stream, which hopefully you'll be able to catch most of the stuff. Yeah, it's 6 here. Okay. Yeah, we're on the same time zone then. So thank you all for being here. It was a really good time. One last plug of the Discord for all of the new friends who are watching on TikTok. A lot of the people you see in chat here, they're all regulars. I know who they are because they hang out in the Discord and they show up for all of the streams and are part of a really cool community. So if you want to become one of the regulars who knows all the inside jokes and what's happening here, and you might even learn who Corey is if you don't know yet. The Discord is the best way to get notified when we go live on Twitch. We are Board Gamers Live on Twitch, but I don't want to say like, oh, follow some Board Gamers Live on Twitch, and oh, follow Blimby if you want to see the D&D. Because really just the best way to see it is to join the Discord, and that's when you get notified of everything that we do. We have a lot of amazing creators in this community who do solo streams, who do group streams, and it's a really fun time. So link is in our bio if you have not joined. Hopefully see you there. Follow everything, says On. Exactly. Join with the Austin Peanut Jig. Present. Am I considered a regular? Sirloin, I've seen you around a lot, but do you follow on the Purple app on Twitch? You've been here before. I definitely recognize the name Sirloin. It's a hard one to forget. But maybe we'd see that cool name popping up on Twitch as well. Do you have the same name on everything? Username. On Twitch and YouTube, we are Board Gamers Live. So yes, it is the same username that you're looking for. So if you type in Board Gamers Live on Twitch or on YouTube, you'll see us there. And a little secret, we didn't really mention this to people, but a little secret is when we're live on these TikTok chats, we are also live on YouTube. We do dual stream those. So if you ever want a slightly more quieter chat, if, say, chat's going really fast for on one of the days, you can hop over to YouTube. Well, that is all I have for you tonight. Hopefully we'll be back with Corey streaming on Twitch tomorrow, so you'll see the regular show over there. But, yeah, thank you all for being here. Look forward to seeing you then. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Still live on YouTube. I'm going to do less of a YouTube breakdown and recap today since the TikTok stream ended up kind of mellowing out at the end. The people kind of pittered out and left, and all the regulars moved over to TikTok anyway, so it's not like they're taking refugee over here. Thomas Hardy emote. Good night. See you soon.